It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He was unstoppable a week.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Bills, and it's...
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. But you look at this defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort, facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Looking to throw as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Washington first. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Down the right sideline. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here,
he got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Robinson up the middle. Gets past one man. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
it's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. They'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And throw ends on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous day. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. In that game, level, as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that one, all tied.
So here's Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And a quick slant as the throw's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And yet again, it's McLaurin. A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. Here's 2nd and 3. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no...
Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself...
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, What do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
19 tight. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now...
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. Ooh, what a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back from the 38 now. Here comes 2nd and 8. On the give, here's Robinson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
What are you doing?
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Commanders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bills, The early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
When we doing the game balls? Hey, I'm ready to get my game ball.
Hey, what's good, Nat?
What's good?
It's week 4 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. Solid performance a week.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's not quite about the game there on 2nd down. That's positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield. Incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their foot.
The Washington offense back out there. They begin the drive with Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Handoff now to Robinson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what the Commanders' offense returning to the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Robert, he came through for them on this drive. No surprise, but they were hoping he could do it again.
Trying to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far.
First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series in the 2nd half. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. Short throw here, the tight end Bates. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. They go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards and time. 2nd down. A long way to go on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today is week 4, and we've got a champion here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie. first carry here for Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And now bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? What's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the quality they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
He'll look to throw.
It's week 4 of the National Football League. And up.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
Samuel gets them a first, and he's somebody's valued for more than just his receiving work. Sure, he had over 600 yards, but he also had almost 200 rushing yards, and the team loves using him as an additional ball carrier.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into
It's week 4.
So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game is their first turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carry it out.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll... The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Robinson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 33. Good luck to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Run again here with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is intercepted.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. Solid performance a week ago.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Back to throw here. His throw.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's week 4, and we've got a champion here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what...
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.